It's friends reunited here at Alexandra Palace this afternoon. Ronnie O'Sullivan and Ding Junhui meeting in the Masters for a sixth time.
Yes, and he's going to have to start well, isn't he? For sure. I mean, get in early. And either silence the crowd or perhaps...
Yes, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
17.
And the red in the middle of those will pop to the right corner, as you know, at this venue, where you hear the ovation and then there's hush when close control. But I think the two reds were so tight against each other that you hit one and you cling to the other.
O'Sullivan can repeat the feat from the UK champion.
Better player than almost everybody else, isn't he? That's the problem. But I think if the opportunity came along for Ding to win it, he wouldn't sort of tighten up or anything. Actually didn't look all that thin to look from that angle. In fact, it was like quarter ball or slightly less. If he can kind of weather the first couple of frames, win them or not lose them both, he tends to crank things up a bit. Very much on his mind, missing that. The players have beautiful, pristine. Table is responsive.
50.
Control.
Most matches played, most won, most centuries, most prize money. John
23.
Higgins will be making his 30th appearance.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the year after he won the world title, as a consequence, and got to the final, lost to Stuart Bingham.
31.
But you're right. I mean, he
Bought their tickets a year ago, didn't know who they'd be watching. I'm sure they're delighted with this match. And there you can see he's been in this tournament. And he's only lost his first match
39.
4 times. Last was back in...
I think for the now defunct
47.
Premier League.
54.
Right behind it, he'd fancy potting it. But you've got to be right behind it. That'll do him. Ding could tie the frame. Might,
61.
as I say, tie is the only way back for Ding. I don't see that happening.
Well, it's a very lively start, this, for O'Sullivan. Of course, Ding was in. Quite see the potting angle of the black when he was in.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Well, moment anyway. Not his greatest ever attempt at getting a snooker, though.
It was a wonderful final they played in York. The finish from O'Sullivan, I was lucky enough to be in the arena. The way he pulled away from 7 each.
8.
Can he do the same in this tournament?
11.
You'd feel that the inevitable will happen at the Crucible
15.
At some point, and he will get that 8th.
20.
So Ding did have his chance early on. It didn't come to
26.
much. And he's just mopping up here. O'Sullivan off and running. Listen to the roar from the Alexandra Palace crowd. 1-0 to the... tube strikes in London were called off yesterday, which has obviously helped everyone get here, but I think they would have got here anyway for this one. It's an interesting opening day yesterday, with not a seat to be had.
Now, his defensive game, when he wants to use it, is as good as anybody's. I think the Ray Reardon years when the great man helped O'Sullivan helps again here, around 4 cushions. There's another example of my point. Look at that. That's an immaculate safety shot. Here to land in. And nestle the cue ball in there. Has he judged it better? He has. Edge of that red. I think it's an aspect of the game which, if you're new to it and you're trying to learn these, you may just think, well, just put... Don't think he had any other shot there but to go for that. Middle. There he is in the blue correct. Well, the previous shot on the blue was a bit lazy. You know, he had every reason to get straight on the red. It was a... I think that was quite a good shot in all things considered.
6.
I'll say it again, if he is going to beat Ronnie O'Sullivan for the first time ever in the Masters, he's going to have to hurt his breaks, which aren't going to make any difference, really.
Yeah, it's a bit of
Five.
Well, look at this for an effort. This cue ball, has it got enough pace on it? Well, it wasn't going very quickly.
Ding Junhui.
I think their sort of relationship, it was cemented at that 2007. Really gracious. We saw pictures earlier. Just concern for Ding, really, after that final, rather than celebration for himself. That worked out okay, didn't it?
Foul. Anonymous. Ding Junhui 4.
Let's go the other route this time. They got very close that time.
Foul.
I think he might
Anonymous.
persist with that route.
Ding Junhui.
Unless that's the plant.
Six.
It's kind of drawn out frame, isn't it? We're going over 15 minutes. Not the kind of frame that really suits either player.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Yes, the sort of. I think sometimes you can have a very good match. It's not.
And that's a blow for Ding. O'Sullivan knocking in the long red.
Six.
It's only actually lost.
But he's the kind of player that can
13.
make things change very quickly. He mites to the black. Beautiful shot. It was a real opening, actually. And interesting how...
19.
Get in the frame one. Get behind a red. Oh, that'll hurt him. He'll be pretty disgusted with that. Good recovery.
25. Thirty-two.
Again.
Yeah, it just seemed like... And he overcuts the red.
I don't think he'll have
Ronnie
enjoyed
O'Sullivan,
the way that
30.
break was trying to... Well, even though played it well, but he does not want to be straight here. It doesn't leave him much to go at. And he has.
5.
Yes.
12. 15.
Not the sort of frame maybe he traditionally would enjoy, but it looks so far just 23.
19. 24. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 13.
So Ronnie O'Sullivan has Ding Junhui highest break so far of only 23 as frame 3 of this best of 11 gets underway.
Well, that was a somewhat rare safety error.
1.
You have to start making more of these.
Six. 13.
I think all snooker fans agree it's back into the top 16. Made sure he was in this event as well.
$19.
Well, he played on this red earlier with
25. $32.
played the big shot there, didn't he? If he takes this on, it's not leading anywhere, quite honestly.
Ding Junhui, 32.
It's a break of 32, but not a break. O'Sullivan just picking up the pieces. That's what happened in the frames 1 and 2. Good shot though there. Wide around the angles. Terrific shot, and the black is there, and that was, I think, the lure of the shot, that he could play on the black and be safe if he missed the red. They're looking into the pocket.
9.
Yeah. Get a bust through there, I think, because he got nowhere near hitting.
16.
There's just a real... We saw him tough out that to beat. Black available, red's available. Another frame where Ding has been in, but just didn't make enough.
Yeah, exactly that, Dave. And something about the chance that Ding had, there was just something a little just to try and overcome. Not the
32.
golden chance, which. But O'Sullivan, he got him with a long red, and he's
40.
all 3 reds. Now he's brought the only relatively safe one into a very unsafe play. I think he is getting better. I think you're right, Dave. He's sort of key moments, but now I think he is in full
54.
cry.
Problems here. The 4th frame's becoming a big one now. He's got to get involved in this match soon, otherwise frame ball for 3-0.
Yes, and of course he ran, but he's not over so many frames. That final went to 7-all.
69.
He's played in so many great matches in this tournament. Some he's won, some he's
72.
lost. It's 20 years since he lost that final to Paul Hunter. From 7-2 up, he lost recent 7 years ago. Beat Joe Perry in 2017
81.
to win his...
87. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
He was saying, wasn't he, you know, he wasn't a fan of the sort of rowdy atmosphere, but what he meant by that was, and he actually clarified.
I think he's also done what all these experienced players do. He's picked up some pretty... But Ding is not really putting any pressure on Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Seven. $15.
Now he's got the same pocket. It wasn't that difficult a shot because he was right behind the red. I think it's worrying signs for Ding Junhui, and he's enough. And O'Sullivan is starting to play particularly well. He's just really cranking it up.
He didn't take the early chances. Remember that year he beat Ricky Walden here in
It's a very fine shot. He played it with great intent. You always see that shot and think there's a degree of uncertainty where the balls will finish. But
well, it's funny, you know, we mentioned he missed a couple of
47.
Masters. One of them was 2013. He'd sort of he'd been away for a few months, hadn't been to any tournaments. He kind of missed it. Why he chose to again, he realised he actually quite liked being on the circuit. Of course, he came back for the World
55.
Championship.
63.
It's been going 4 minutes and it's nearly over.
one. So I think the art of break
66.
building is playing shots like that. We've always got to back up red, which and I think if they can carry on now, and of course they never can, but there's an interval and that can change things, but it's going to have to change a lot of things.
72.
Well, it's pretty devastating, this is. I think the second, but O'Sullivan dug in, got it on the board, and has motored since. 87 in the last. With a chance to make his 84th Masters century.
78.
Clicked into gear, just unleashed 3 big breaks to win it.
85.
This break has been reminiscent of a lot. The general direction, sea
91.
ball, pop ball, basically, and pretty brilliant actually. Look at this. Fabulous stuff, this.
99.
Yeah. And you just know there's going to be many more. This is what they can. The break ends at 106. That frame was 6.5 minutes, and it leaves Ronnie O'Sullivan to the Masters. It's such a high-profile event. You don't want that on your CV. He has had opportunities. He's had chances. He's not always been straightforward, and his usual sort of
they're missable, as obviously was that one. I'm a little surprised that stayed out, that one. It hit that same jaw that Ding Junhui.
metric.
Combination of Ding playing a lot better, and for some reason Ronnie just, this charge being derailed. It doesn't seem any of that fixed as it would be. Ah, well, there you are. Their luck plays a... Oh, goodness me, what a shot that is. I mean, it really was. He could only just get to it.
$14. $21.
Well, I don't think he was too concerned. Red's all strewn around the middle of the table. So, question of how many he makes. That's a good shot. That's
27.
nicely steered back up for the blue.
$33.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about most centuries, you know, and 46 he's playing.
40.
Yeah, I mean, records like that, it's hard to know how they're at the highest level. So I think we can put that one away for the foreseeable. He's not playing with that sort of
46.
precision in his game. He's just putting his... one.
Foul.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. Where do you start there? I was thinking about it. And he came dart. And he missed the first red.
1.
On. Wow. Yeah, the frame's not over. That was match frame
One.
ball.
I think it's here. If you can make the clearance, then you just never know.
Ultimately, you know, it was a frame ball.
9.
And that cannot be denied.
Put it this way, if it's 4 each in the match, he doesn't miss it, does he?
17.
Well, he's one positional shot away from becoming... That's a beautiful shot. Yeah, that's the best. Well, I don't think anyone could have seen this coming, not from...
It seemed.
31.
You get a big cheer if you can clear these, because
34.
positionally or whatever, why someone might miss. And I think the only reason I could think of is he had no thought about missing it, and he was...
as it is, Ding Junhui has made the clearance, and he's not out of this yet. He won't be whitewashed, and who knows?
Do that, and I think he did there. I suppose the other thing to sort of use a snookering cliche, are the snooker gods.
Take 5. Done.
That means you're going in clean. That'll do very nicely. Very fine shot.
Exactly where he wants to be here.
26.
When for all the world it was 5-0, and then
34. 40.
It might end up being it. At no point in the early exchanges did it appear to be anything like that. The irony would be, of course, if he started to punish him,
46.
you know, on the back of the previous. Into doing so. Yeah, I mean, I guess something could have gone wrong, but even come out of his chair.
61.
If he is to make a comeback, this was just the kind of frame he needed.
yeah, he made the clearance, and then he was well in the match for
68.
Ding.
69.
Of course, he has done one in the history of the tournament.
$77. 85.
It's been a beautiful break, has to be. Where he screwed off the bunch, got low on the black and played a lovely cannon to hold. Now, little swerve. It's a pity he never made a century from there, but he's won the frame comfortably.
Yeah, win it in one visit. Didn't need 2 or 3. So the sort of mood has changed a little here at Ali Pali.
Yeah, I mean, I think the next frame becomes in maybe the first hour and a bit. You wouldn't have thought that was possible. And he just wants to try and get within touching distance of O'Sullivan here. O'Sullivan is no different to anyone else. He knows he absolutely should have been 5-0 up. That's a loose one. He kind of tried to get the cue ball up there. Now then, here's a Ding Junhui opportunity. And over. Yes, he's playing the greatest break build of all time, but he's pretty masterful around the black.
When they're playing him so much, but when they're watching.
9.
Put in a little quick one there, though, didn't he? Oh, goodness. I was going to say...
$25.
Well,
33.
Where the balls are placed, anyway. Ding's... That one was nicer than some of the previous.
41. $49.
Most recent Mako Fu, 2015. Dings was in 2007.
57. $65.
Yes, and he didn't push that. So now, he's not going to miss this next red, and he can really concentrate on something very...
Well, now that miss from...
81.
I've seen it because, of course, he's never been potted, but he's so close to it. I mean, sometimes it'll be close to it.
89.
He's made 6 in his career, 6 maximum. Look at all the faces in the background. Are they going to see something very special here?
Perfect on them.
97.
He could play on the red. And he has got it right.
$105.
This is the crucial shot of the break. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Doesn't want to be trace of right-hand reverse side. It's a little pacey, but not too bad. That was very coolly played.
125.
So a match where he... A very memorable frame indeed. No one has made more than 1 maximum in this tournament. There's only been 3 in 50.
Like to be. He's got to use a cushion here. Wow, that is okay. That is fine. What a moment this is.
Unbelievable. Wonderful. What a break. The crowd on their feet here at Alex. Frame of snooker, the maximum from Ding has brought this match truly to life now. What a break, Neil.
Oh, fabulous. They always are. It was against him, but he's almost got right.
There you go, 296.
Yeah, and he'll be feeling great. I don't know if he's on a red very easily. Well, it was never there, was it? It was never there.
One.
Yeah, what a chance of...
Just on the prize money for the maximum, it's 15,000 high break. He would get a bonus of 147,000.
9.
That's a new prize that's been instituted.
Yes, he's fella. The more likely to double up at some point. Anyway.
17.
Oh, that's a fantastic shot.
25.
No, he didn't like it. It's all he's got now. But he's recovered well enough. All of a sudden, the plant has appeared. I don't think really do a lot. Well, his cage has been rattled a little bit as bonding
With the maximum, but ultimately it's about winning the match.
55.
And if he can take this frame out. Yeah, came past the reds, did for 5-3.
61.
Ding was in, wasn't he? He had the chance, missed.
to get the best way of getting from black to red. And again, he kept all his... Miraculous not to be on something. So
69.
he has responded. He gave himself a good chance. He got on the black perfectly, and as we saw with Ding, and O'Sullivan is doing that.
77.
He's turned into a...
I mean, I thought yesterday was enjoyable, but the Masters has come to life for sure with these two. You saw very special.
85.
And now this question was asked. Of course, he made a century in frame 4.
93.
This black, he's made another one early on in the frame, but Ronnie O'Sullivan has pounced with a second century. And he's still going.
101.
I mean, I don't know the brain. There's obviously someone that might be able to find that out for us, but it would take some doing, especially in a match of this importance.
Well, Monday afternoons in January, the spectacle these two put on this afternoon.
116. 121.
Now it's all business again. He's taken full advantage of this chance.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 127.
I can answer your question, Neil, actually, that when Kirk Stevens made his maximum in 84, Jimmy made a century in the next frame. And when Ding made...
That is a stunning long pot, that really is. That's as good as he's hit all day.
Yeah, he's managed on, and he has. Hit.
4. 10.
well today. I wasn't sure from the first 2 frames whether he might take this opportunity into winning the match.
26.
Might. Playing on that loose one, has he gone too far? It's fairly tight, that.
34.
Just led to him falling a bit out. Those bolt colours are always in the way. That's a marvellous shot. That is a marvellous... I actually think that's as good as we've seen for...
Well, he's such a star, Ronnie O'Sullivan, that even when... Of course, that's through his great play. So this is his chance in the Masters, unless there's a late twist.
17.
But
25.
by reaching the quarter-final, he responded well. Ding hit back. It came in frame 7. He's had chances early on in
33.
the next 2 as well, but O'Sullivan afternoon.
39. 40.
Yeah, it was a slightly slow-burning match, wasn't it? Just the early in the first 2 or 3 frames, Ronnie was just picking up the pieces a little bit. Notches since then.
53.
Well, he did it in York, of course,
60.
beat Ding in that final.
61.
Really, again, dashed for the line, as he did in that
68.
final from 7 each.
Yeah, that's the
71.
remarkable thing, isn't it? You know, amazing that he can still play with that sort of speed. A lot of it is to
75.
do with his positional... It's a pretty lethal combination.
As ever, he finishes off in style. What an afternoon of snooker. And for the 25th time, Ronnie O'Sullivan